Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and I'm back with my Junk Journal July journal and ready to do 3 more prompts. This has fast become my favourite little journal, but then when you're working in them, they're all your favourites, aren't they? So today I have dotted them. I'm going to do photo, inspiring quote, which I'm going to double up with quote because, well, it's a quote and a quote. And the other one I'm going to do is florals. So that's the 3 we're going to do today. I'm going to do them in separate pages, but they're all fairly quick and straightforward and easy, hopefully. So we've done 3 pages already, and we're going to do, like I say, 4, 5 and 6. So I have my quote here from this pack of journaling cards by Prima. They're called Pretty Pale Journaling Note Cards. And my quote is, "How wonderful it is that we laugh because our bodies cannot contain the joy." And I think that's quite a nice quote. There was lots of quotes here. I quite like this one as well, and I think it's pronounced Fernway. "Far sickness or a longing need for far off places." I think if you're due a holiday and you've not travelled for a while, I think that's nice. A longing need for far off places. "There is nothing more truly artistic than to love people." Vincent van Gogh. So yeah, so there's lots of nice quotes in this. I've used these a lot. I've had them for a while, so I'm not sure how easy they would be to get hold of, but I'm sure if you maybe track them down. So to fit it on my page, I'm just going to use this next page, which has already got little bits and bobs on it, which I'm glad that I did in this book. I added bits and bobs before doing the Junk Journal July projects on the top. So I'm thinking I'm going to cut this bit out and then fussy cut this bit, and not fussy cut it exactly in because it's quite detailed and I would never ever get round, but I'm just going to loosely fussy cut. So I'm going to take this bit off. So let's just get the trimmer out the little cubby hole here. I should have had that organised. There we are. Shuggle. Right. Wait till I just move my glass of juice out the way. So we'll get this little coat off and make it, I think, as small as possible. Just a little bit more there. There we are. Right. I think we can dispense with the cutter. And let's see how we go with this. We'll start down here, and like I say, we're just going to roughly kind of loosely fussy cut. I don't know, somebody gave this another name and they said that that's not fussy cutting, it's called something else, and for the life of me I can't remember what they said it was called. When you sort of, do you know, I think I'm going to cut those words out separately rather than go round. Keep my florals floral, and then it's down here. These are so pale that you can hardly see where if there's a leaf in that little bit or not. Right. The secret to this cutting out, I think, and what I find the easiest, is to always turn what you're cutting out and keep your scissors straight, if you know what I mean. Like, my scissors are always pointing away, more or less, and then you just turn your bit. And you might think, I'm not catching all the bits, but you know, that doesn't matter. And then sometimes I have a look at it and I think, oh, I've got some pointy bits or whatever, but I think I'm okay here. Now, which way up was it? It was like that. And I know that that's a big contrast to what's already on the page, but I do like it. Now, I think we will just, again, loosely cut this. And I could split this up if it doesn't suit my page. Now, do I want it to go over the florals? Oh, I think I quite like that. Or do I? I'm going to split it. Now it's done now. That's better. I like that. I think we'll go for that. Right, I've just got my glue stick here and my piece of wrapping to glue on. I will need to use another old magazine for gluing on. Which way up was it? Was that way? About here, wasn't it? Yeah. In the meantime, this old packaging will do. I quite like having a magazine to glue on because you can just turn the pages and get a fresh page to glue on. I'm just going to lift this up a little bit. It's quite a contrast with the background, but I quite like it. It's nice and junky. And that's one prompt done, one page done. How easy was that? Right, let's have a look. How wonderful it is that we laugh because our bodies cannot contain the joy. Yep, good. Let's have the joy of taking it off. So that's inspiring quote and quote. Right. Now we are going to do photo. Okay. I have my photo. How fun do these two girlies look? Right, again, I'm going to loosely cut. And this background was already made. And then we'll see how we go with adding a little fun quote for these two girlies. Oh, and in fact, that's quote again, isn't it? Now, do I want just a cross or do I want to cut? If I cut just straight across, I'm still getting, but if I cut round, I'm losing my little glittery flowers. Do I mind that? Do I mind losing the flowers? I think I want to cut them out. Okay. This was free with a magazine, Floral magazine, which I used to buy years ago, and then they stopped making. Now, is that a shadow? Right, okay, we won't cut out the shadow. We'll just hope that it's not too noticeable once I've cut out. Yeah, they stopped making, well, I know it's still printed in Europe. I think maybe they print a Dutch version or a French version. Anyway, they stopped the English version of Flow, and I have Flow, you know, the bigger books, Flow book for paper lovers. I've got 2 or 3 of them, which are really good. I like those books. I use quite, in fact, this paper here came from the Flow book. Right, that's a bit awkward. Let me just go straight up to her arm there, because once I've cut this bit out, I'll be able to get into that little bit there. So we'll skip over that for now, and then we'll do the little bits that we can't get to. So that makes getting in here a bit easier. They look like they're having fun, that's for sure. There. So we can dispense with all of these little bits, and I won't be able to stop myself keeping that bit because it's got the little glittery flowers on. Right, so there's our photo. Oh, they're fun. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe this background is too... Are they going to show up? Do they need to be against something a bit darker? Decisions need to be made. Do you know, I think that's all right, actually. And we'll put the quote up here. I've got this. This is Small Talk Snarky, and I have a quote here. We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public, and they look like they're having fun. We never really grow up. There's also another one. She could see no good reason to act her age, but I'm thinking we never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. Now, does that suit? Yeah, I think it does. They look like they're not they're acting like they haven't grown up. Yeah, happy with that. Now, this is quite thick, and I am going to use 3-in-1 for this because I'm not sure if the old glue stick will stick this glossy photograph down. So we'll go for the big boys. Yes, it's a Pity Flow magazine. Stopped. I don't know why they stopped, because I think it was quite popular. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Yes. Yep. We never really grow up. We only learn how to act in public. And some of us don't even know how to act in public. Okay, so last one. Oh, we have to tick. We have to tick the box for that. Photo. Done. And that leaves us florals to do today. Yep. Florals today. And I have, let's just move that out the way just now. I have this stamp set, Disillusions. How Does Your Garden Grow? DYR 34445, so it's DYR 34445, rangerink.com. I have had this for a while and a bit, and but you probably can still get this. I think it's not ancient. So that's going to be my florals. This, and this. So we're going to do some stamping. Yep. So I'm going to marry my stamping with stickers. I'll pick 1 or 2 of these and they can be my background to my florals. So they're going to be the background and these are going to be the florals. I'm going to colour the stamps with my Inktense pencils. I've got some scraps of watercolour card here. And I have my VersaFine Onyx Black, which is one of the ink pads you'll need if you're going to add water. I was a little overzealous there. So I'm just going to do 1 of each floral. And then we'll decide what colour we're going to colour them in. And I think we might do them little shades of orange. I like that one because it's got like numbers and letters. Well, no, it's numbers in the background there. Right, that's the stamping done. So we can move that out of the way. And we didn't need that spare piece. So to colour this, I am going to use, like I say, my Inktense pencils in shades of orange and purpley pink. And we'll see how we go. We'll maybe take a yellow So these, let me see if I can find one where the writing's not come off. I've got a newer one here so that I can show you. So it's, oh, that's a bit, there's a new one. So it's Derwent Ink Tense. I know sometimes people can't make out that accent. I like to show what I mean. Right, okay, we need water. And a little paintbrush, and there we are. We're good to go. So let's do the orange first. And I just pick up some colour from there, give it a little squiggle, make sure we're okay. And I'm not minding going over the lines because we're going to fussy cut them. This will dry in a little bit paler than what you would think looking at the brush. But once it dries, and I'm just going to do all the orange bits that I think I want orange while I've got the orange on my brush. There we are. Then I'm going to do my yellow. Do the yellow bits, the middle there, and maybe this. Just move myself up a little bit there. Okay, and then we'll use our purple, purpley pinky. No, it's my sugary hand. If I hold my hand in mid-air, it just starts to sugar. Then we'll do the middle of that as well. Right, so you can see that that's dried a bit and it's gone all pale and uninteresting. So let's get the orange back and use a little bit less water and add not too much less, a little bit, but not really going over the whole thing, although I sort of did. But that will dry. And a little bit there, and a little bit there. Right, let's do the yellow again. Right, and the purple one final time, I think. And we'll just go round the edge of the purple because it's already quite bold. There we are. Yeah, wait till I lift them and see how they look. Yeah. I'm going to do one more thing with the orange around the edges. The orange one looks quite messy, but it's okay because we will dry our brush and then we will just blend a little bit. Because you want it still to have a watercolour look. Right, so we will put the water over here in a safe place. Put our pencils away, give that a little minute to dry. Right, we will fussy cut them in a second, but in the meantime we will think about what background we want for our florals. So, mixing stickers with stamps. Hope, fingers crossed, it works. I think it will. Right, see, I'm getting a glare from the light. I hope you're not getting a glare too much. Because my florals will go down here. I think I quite like them. Right, these should be dry. This time I'm cutting very, very near the edge, so like a kind of proper fussy cut, if you like. But if you leave a white border, all you have to do is get an ink pad, a contrasting colour, or the same colour, like if you had a purpley pink ink pad, you could just ink round the edges, or some people use a black, like a black Sharpie, and go round the edges. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I'm quite liking this doing kind of 2 or 3 at a time. You feel you've achieved and moved yourself forward. And I don't really have time to do a video every day. And I don't really do any videos in advance. I video and then publish. So you get it right away. Fresh off, hot off the press, as they say. The only one that I really do in advance, sometimes, not all the time, is my Sunday whatnot, because I'm also always fearful of ending up going out on a Sunday and not getting back in time. Although the whatnots are quick, it does take me a wee minute to think about what I might do and maybe make a practice one, and because I don't really like coming on and videoing without being semi-prepared and having a bit of an idea what I'm going to do, because then I would just faff too much, and I don't like the thought of people thinking, oh, she's just faffing too much there, because we faff enough without. Right, so that's interesting. I'm just going to go with that. These stickers are causing me a glare, which is why I'm keeping lifting up my book. Maybe once the back's off and they're down. I think it was about there. Oh, I've got a big crease. Push that out. There we are. And that one about there. them a good wee rub. Oh, I've got a wee, just put that over here. There we are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now, again, I think this is watercolour card, and I think they really need to be down with something stronger than glue stick. Yeah, I don't think the glue stick would have held that because it's quite thick paper, the watercolour paper. There we are. A little cluster of florals. Just hold it for a second. And then we'll wipe that excess glue. Because I'm a messy pup and I always just seem to get glue everywhere. There we are. Right, oops. Okay, so florals, tick. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ticks. Excellent. Right, I think that's us. Quote and our photograph and our florals. Yeah, happy with them. What do you think? Yeah, happy with them. Okay, that's me for today, and if you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.